without further ado, I would like to call our very, very special second guest, who is none other than Fubuki senpai!
Hi, no more. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello! Welcome
Hello.
to
Hi.
Fox Hamburger Girl.
Yes, I love Kira.
Oh, I love you too! Fox.
So,
She said that she's a big fan of the relationship that me and Callie have. She asked me when we are finally getting married. I told her in my heart we are already married. なるほど. She's actually at the moment. Actually, there's a concert coming up this month where all the Hololive members are performing. But I asked her what she's doing, and she said recently she's been like imagining about her favorite oshis, about her favorite whoever she's simping. She's just simping. Wow, yeah, but it's important. She says that it's important to also, take a break, and that is true. It's very important. 確かに息抜きはめっちゃ大事ですよね。
そうそうそう。でもホロライブのメンバーの生放送を見て、みんな可愛いなーってなるのもやっぱ楽しい。
そういえば放送見て可愛いなと思うと、昨日のおりちゃんのデビュー見てましたか？
見た。おりちゃんすごいね。テンションがもううわうわうわうわってそう。Always crazy だよもう。
So she's saying that she likes to watch other members' broadcasts, and they're really, really cute. And we mentioned that yesterday. It was Ollie's debut. It was yesterday for us, probably today for many of you guys. But yeah, it was. She was very energetic, very crazy, very She had so much energy, so we were both quite surprised about that. But it just fits her name. 名前通りですね。Crazy ですね。Next question is already a deep one. ホロライブをどうやって見つけて、そしてどうやってなんで入ろうと思ったんですか？始まった感じですね。
そうそうそう。
So she actually back then when Fubuki senpai auditioned for Hololive, VTubers were not that popular just yet, especially not overseas, but even in Japan it was not the big thing just yet. It was about to start getting popular, and she found a fox, and she was like, oh, I want to become that fox. She tried auditioning. It was really random. She just really randomly found out about it. And then Yago was already like, oh yeah, you're really cute. Come in. And that's about it. She was just like, I guess it was just destiny. 運命だったかな？これその狐に出会って運命だったんですかね？
そう、運命だった。
I asked her because recently, the day before yesterday, I think, she was in a Among Us stream, and she might have actually slipped out the statement that she might be a Tibetan sand cat. And I wanted to check up on that. And she was saying that in Japan, foxes can transform into other things because they're so-called yokai. But then I noticed one thing. It's alright, she didn't mess up or anything. Because in Japanese, the name is not that it doesn't have a cat at the end. It still has a fox in the name. Interesting. She got kind of bamboozled there by the English translation, but it is still a fox. やっぱり猫じゃなくて狐だよね。
そう、ハンバーガーあれだ、フォールガイズっていうゲームで、そうスキンがハンバーガーだったんだよね。
あったね。
そう、それだけか？そう、それがきっかけで、ハンバーガーっつったら、Oh, you are ハンバーガーフォックスガーって言われて、Oh, OK みたいな、I am ハンバーガーみたいな。
そうなんだ。
そう
いう流れか。Actually, okay, so the hamburger name just came because she was wearing the hamburger skin in a game called Fall Guys, and everyone was like, oh, hamburger, and she was like, yeah, I am hamburger. First of all, thank you to everyone who got to know and got to like Hololive, not only because of her, but also because of other members, whoever was your gateway however you say that, whoever was the reason you found Hololive, Holotalk, Hololive, she's really thankful, really grateful for that. But also, she really enjoys looking at the memes on Reddit. So she's asking you to use more of her. Please use more of her. I asked her how much English she knows, and she says she can only speak like a few words here and there. But when it comes to grammar, she doesn't know any grammar at all. But you guys are so forgiving. Like, you really try hard to understand her and pick up each word that she's saying and still kind of make sense of it. So she's really thankful for that.
読んでください。
Yeah, she actually watched the collab I did the other day with Kura-chan, where I taught her Japanese, and she was watching it and she was thinking she would also like me to teach her some English, because since there's so many new English viewers these days, she would like to be able to communicate more with you. Kondo! She actually has 2 radio shows. One of them she does alone, which is called Ohakon Fox. And it's not really regular. She does it every once in a while whenever she feels like it. It's more like her viewers send her some worries, some things that happened recently that they want to talk about and get some advice on. And she will like give them some advice. But she doesn't do that so often. She does it only every once in a while. And then she has the second. Yeah, I think many of you never. Yeah, you saying never. なんかこおはこんフォックスのこと全然。おー。2つ目も説明します。She's also doing the second one, which I think many of you know about. The one with Marin Senpai, that the other radio show that she's doing is more like they talk about animes and games, and they often have very special guests as well that are voice actors, for example. Recently, they've been having guests from Sakura Taisen, or like the producer of the song We Are from One Piece. His name is Tanaka Kohei-san. And they interviewed him as well about like how he would make the song, what he would have as reference, like the whole process of making the song. So they have a really special guest over there, and they talk mostly about all kinds of otaku culture, like anime and games that they enjoy. すごい。いろいろめっちゃ忙しそうやな。なるほどね。She's originally she's very happy about it, but originally she was always thinking that she was always hoping for overseas people to get to know about Hololive. So when Hololive, like English-speaking people in Hololive Indonesia and Hololive English showed up, she was very grateful that finally people could get to know Hololive better and enjoy it all together. So yeah, she's really grateful. ここまでちょっと通訳します。So Kurokami-san is a kind of like a roommate, because she's living with her, and it was just like suddenly she appeared in her life. She was just suddenly there without her even noticing. It's like an alter ego, let's say it that way. She speaks very rough language, like swear words that Fubuki-senpai would usually never say. Yeah, and but she still, even though she's kind of a rough character, kind of a, I guess you could say, rude and strong character, but she always saves Fubuki-senpai when she's in need. 今度戻ってきますかね？
多分結構ね気まぐれなんだよね。気まぐれな子だからなんか呼んで来たら出ると思う。
Oh, she says that Kurokami-san is quite fickle, quite whimsy, so she only comes whenever she wants to show up. But in the future, there's a possibility that she will show up. その日は楽しみにするね。
お、
また見たいですね。
ありがとう。
かっこいいですから、めっちゃかっこいい。
そう、でも口が悪いんだ、本当に。
そうだね。
そう。
それはちょっと、マナーを覚えてもらわないといけないかもしれませんね。
そうなんだよ。だからね、そう、いつか屋号に怒られるんじゃないかなって、こう、こらってそう。
でも私も結構、英語だと結構、そう言っちゃいけないこと結構言っちゃうんですけどね。まあ大丈夫じゃないですかね。呼びましょう、黒髪さんを今度。
呼ぶか。
I told her that she said that she's scared that eventually she might get scolded by Yago, because Kurokami-san does quite swear a lot, and she's just worried that he will get angry at her. But eventually she'll probably come back. But I said that maybe we have to teach her how to, be a bit more polite and a bit more respectful. But then again, many of Hololive members like to swear a lot, so it shouldn't really be a problem. So I told her one time we will have to. Yeah, so she has always many things to do. But in order to stay organized, she likes to write everything down on her schedule, like roughly, I feel like streaming on this day and on this day. But still, that I do the same thing, and I can't do so many things at once. But she says that she likes multitasking, and originally I just told her that word. She's a workaholic. In a positive way, I guess. She really enjoys what she's doing, and she got used to it after some point. That she does so many things at once. It's not a big deal to her anymore. And sometimes she even watches streams of other members while playing some games and watching anime. So she gets many things done at once. やっぱりなんかずっと吹雪先輩は誰かの方 She said that if she doesn't listen to anything, her ear starts to feel lonely. So that's why she watches so many streams. でも吹雪先輩真面目な話になっちゃうんですけど、ストレスってたまらないんですか? I'm asking her, it might be a serious question, but doesn't she ever get stressed out?
むしろストレスを解消するために好きなホロライブのメンバーの放送を見たり、ゲームしたりしてるな。
So her way of getting rid of stress and controlling it is watching all those streams and playing so many games and anime. But do you even have time for that? でも時間がActually, recently, I followed up because recently, I think in August or something, she has had her first ever holiday since she started Hololive, which she didn't even want to take herself. Actually, it was her manager pushed her to take a break finally. I think it was どれくらいだったかな? 2週間? 1週間?
1週間ぐらいだね。
1 week. She took 1 week off for the first time since she started Hololive. Because her manager really pushed her to do so. But even then, every day she was active on Twitter, and she was always watching streams as well, because I guess it's just a way for her to relax. But she still was able to get rid of the stress and just take a break, because she didn't have to prepare thumbnails and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, she's really a workaholic. We're talking about the swimsuits because she asked that all the artists draw us in swimsuits, and she was begging for it, but she also asked me what kind of swimsuits we were wearing. And I told her that Callie was wearing quite the girly swimsuit, kind of like really pastel pink. And then she was asking me what I was wearing, and I was wearing a really low-cut, V-cut yellow swimsuit. すごい! Fubuki senpai! 大丈夫ですか?
やべえ書いてくださいお願いします
Please draw it. She's asking the artists to draw us in swimsuits. いいね、いいね、いいね、いいね。いいね。流れるので、タイミング合うかな? I prepared subtitles for this already, but I hope they're not too fast. They should be on time if she's also on time. So let's see if it works. いけますか?
いきますか
Fubuki senpaiのドキドキセリフ振り返りまで3、2、1
ずっと前から好きでした私はあなたと同じ人間じゃないけど本当はこういうのダメなことは分かってるけどあなたの姿を見てあなたと言葉を交わしてあなたと一緒に過ごす日々が本当に楽しくてずっとこんな日が続けばいいのにって続けたいってもっともっと私のことを知ってほしいってお別れしたくないってあなたも私と同じ気持ちならこの気持ち受け取ってもらえませんかも
うね、どんどん海外で人気になってきてるからいけそう
ね、海外でもライブしたいしね
She's saying that one of her goals for next year is, since we're getting so popular overseas, she wants to be in a movie that will be played in Hollywood, or made, produced, I guess, in Hollywood. She wants to be in a Hollywood movie, and she wants to have all the Hololive members be on a screen on a monitor on Times Square. 頑張りましょう。
So say goodbye, the end. I'm not sorry, but I wanna see you again sometime.